salary on the face of the new agreement.
Based on the
question is that, Femi, give us the third option.
No, we have two options here. You presented two options here. No, Dr. Bashir, you gave us two options.
Yeah, I'm not giving you two options. That is
Frontal, forward, incisive, and engaging interviews with high-profile guests, experts, and key stakeholders in different sectors.
We have been fighting.
Wasn't that the reason why your party
we have been fighting corruption in Nigeria since Nigeria was declared an independent country.
Join me, Femi, Olanipekun, your host on Front Talk, 9 to 10 a.m. every weekday on Grave 91.7 FM, where we have frank discussions and give you quality talk. Always.
It would have been on record.
Hold it. When it came on board, let's turn it up.
Relax and unwind because we're going live. 91.7 Wave FM.
It's a beautiful Tuesday morning right here in the beautiful city of Oshogbo in Osun State. Welcome to Frank Talk on Rave 91.7 FM, where we define every beat of your moment. We bring you amazing music all of the time and spice it up with quality talk. My name is Femi Olanipekun. I'm your regular host on this show where we take a look at trending issues on the politics, bring these issues closer to you, help you have a better understanding of the issues, have deeper insight into why all of these are happening. It's all going to be to raise the level of public discourse, proper solutions to whatever challenges we'll be facing as a nation and also as individuals. We look at politics, we look at policies. Politics as played by our political leaders and also policies as mapped out by government strategists and policy makers. Today, we are going to Ondo State, the aftermath of the Ondo APC primaries against, some leaders of the party in that state and the southwest wanted. Rotimi Akeredolu, the senior advocate of Nigeria, former NBA president, emerged as the choice, as the flag bearer of that party. But then, after the congratulatory messages by the runner-up, Olusegun Ibrahim, who was said to be the favorite of the national leader of the party, and then some other candidates, some other aspirants now. As of today, all seems not to be well within the ranks of that party. One of the leading contenders in that particular primary, Chief Olushola Oke, is saying he's going to have any of that, and that this is not what it should be. In fact, he is alleging that the delegates list was padded. Now, padding, we got to know in the budget. Now, padding again cropping up in the political sphere in these APC primaries. We'll be talking shortly to a member of the Ondo State Executive of the APC, the chieftain of the party. The last time we spoke to him, he said he was the acting chairman of the APC. Today, we'll be speaking to him, Mr. Sakayise Ogunleye, and also we'll be speaking to Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye, who is the spokesman of the Olushola Oke group, the main group dissatisfied with this particular conduct. Now, some are saying this is a conspiracy against the powers, against the camp of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the national leader of the party, whose preferred candidate was said to be Mr. Olusegun Ibrahim, and also some people are saying that the presidency actually played a role in all of these, that the presidency was who actually supported Rotimi Akeredolu. All of these drama happening right there in Ondo State. As of today, we understand that some party leaders have tendered a resignation letter. Isaac Ekemeke, the chairman of the party, also was said to have removed some of his personal effect from that party secretariat also, and a petition has been filed asking, an appeal has been filed really by Olushola Oke also, and we're going to see where this takes us and how this pans out. We'll be joined shortly live on the lineup by Mr. Sakayise Ogunleye, a member of the Ondo State Executive ESCO of the APC and the chieftain of the party, to look at the issues in the fallout, the aftermath of these particular primaries in Ondo State. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, Mr. Sakayise Ogunleye, a member of the Ondo State ESCO and a chieftain of the APC in Ondo State. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay, well, let's have a review of the primaries. How would you describe the primary that produced Rotimi Akeredolu as the flag bearer of the APC?
The primary, I can tell you, my brother, is free, fair, and transparent. One of the best primaries conducted so far by any political party in Nigeria. And I can tell you that the people of Ondo State are happy. The party is happy. I will also appreciate the national leadership of our party.
Well, you said that the primary is free, fair, and credible. Is this a victory? Would you say it's a victory for democracy? Or are some people are saying that this is a gang-up, a conspiracy against the national leader of the party, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that you initially also led a campaign against, saying is showing preference for one candidate, for one of the aspirants?
I want to tell you, first of all, that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu remain our leader. And all respect to him. It's not about gang-up. It's strictly for democracy. If it has to be gang-up, all the time we pick a candidate. Then everybody contested for that an election. And the winner at the end of the day. But I want to tell you that people of Ondo State are determined to take their destiny in their hands. And that is exactly what has happened, my brother. It's not about gang-up. It's strictly for democracy. At the initial, we let the whole world know that Ondo State people, we want to choose who will be their candidate. We don't want endorsement. All we want is let there be level playing ground for all their students. And that was exactly what happened. And you can see that the winner emerged with very little margin. So not about gang-up. It's about allowing democracy to survive.
Well, the rumors of a gang-up, of a conspiracy won't just go away. In fact, some are insinuating, saying that the presidency played a role, that the ministers of steel and mines development, the minister of power, works and housing, and then the governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, played a role in all of these, supporting Rotimi Akeredolu to emerge as the candidate of the APC and whittle down the influence of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is that true?
I can categorically tell you that that is not the truth. Let me tell you, Rotimi Akeredolu ran an election under the primary of ACN 2012. He has transferred all the local credit of Ondo State. He built structure. Before now, Rotimi Akeredolu's camp, out of the 24 members of the House of Assembly candidates, Rotimi Akeredolu camp has 20 out of them. Will anybody say that anybody influence the majority of those candidates? Out of the 5 elected members of the House of Assembly, he has 3 out of them. Will anybody say somebody influenced them? The best candidate has emerged, and the people of Ondo State want this change. In fact, we have not known that influence so far comes from anywhere. Rotimi Akeredolu defeated the closest rival by 34 votes. Even Olushola that came to this party after the presidential election came third. Could you say to that time, or who could influence that election for Sola who came from PDP? No. The people of Ondo State know who should be their candidate.
But you are saying that this primary is free and fair. But then Olushola is saying that is not true. In fact, as of today, we understand that there are protests in Ondo State over that primary, over the governorship election primary. And, the allegations that the delegate list was padded in favor of Rotimi Akeredolu.
I can assure you that I am at the party secretariat now talking to you. The atmosphere in Ondo State is peaceful. People are happy. Olushola has joined this party after presidential election. How will you say somebody who joined this party after presidential election, we have the influence and dominate the delegates that have been elected in 2014? That is not the truth. Rotimi Akeredolu has politicians around him. Former House of Assembly candidates, he has all of them around him. I can tell tell you that if you look at the people in the camp of Olanipekun, they are politicians. That is where we have Honorable Femi a two-time member of the House of Reps in Akure North and South. You have Professor Madeni, former commissioner and former chairman of council. You have Femi Agagu, former chief of staff. You have candidates of the party in the last congressional election.
But I mean, I believe this is, well spread across the camps of other aspirants also. Because if you see what the Director General of the campaign of Mr. Olushola is saying, Mr. Bola Fisayo, he's saying that the list of delegates handed over to the aspirants at the meeting with the presidency was different from the list of delegates brought by the chairman of the election committee, who is also the Jigawa State Governor, Alhaji Muhammad Abubakar, saying that the delegates list was shown to the aspirants at the 11th hour, and there was no adequate time to scrutinize the list by most of the aspirants. He's even saying that the list of some local government, including local government of Chief Olushola was altered, was padded.
Let me tell you this. If you read the speech of Chief Olushola, he said 80% of his delegates voted for Sheikh Abraham. You must listen to that speech. How can he justify that? He didn't say they voted for the winner. He said they voted for Abraham. How can he justify that? How is he aware and sure that those delegates are his delegates? What the Machiavelli in his own wisdom said in his camp before the election, he has more than 1,000 delegates. And he has 359 votes. And if you listen to Dr. Badia Yonide, before the election, he told us that he has 1,600. He at the end of the day has 7. You can't predict these delegates. You can't predict them. They are human beings. They are politicians. They are politicians. And you cannot predict delegates. Most of the time, money may play a role. Influence may play a role. But at the end of the day, the winner will emerge. There's no doubt in that.
Well, one other issue that's been raised is about accreditation. That accreditation was done in different places as against doing it in one place. Some said that these also played a role in the controversy trailing the primary now at this point. Why were the accreditations not done in a single place? Why were they done in different places?
If you look at the primary in Edo State, and the accreditation was decentralized, this issue, decentralization, is to hasten and quicken the conduct of that party primary. It was transparent, free and fair, and monitored by security agents. Decentralization does not give room for rigging. And all these aspirants have their agents across all these areas. A candidate will have 3 agents. Do they complain? At the end of the accreditation, the question is no. Do they complain when the voting was in progress? The question is no. Do they complain if they are sorting out the results? The question is no. Do they raise any issue when they are counting? The question is no. They are now raising an issue when they lost. They should keep themselves. They should see this primary, the spirit of sportsmanship, and accept defeat. That's what I can tell you.
Well, you earlier made reference to the issue of money in this particular campaign. Nigerians are worried, and rightly so, about the level of the kind of money used and spent in the primaries. Now, there are some reports just before the primaries about delegates asking for so and so the kind of money. Some even demanding for some other things. Now, what role really did that play at a time that your party is in the forefront of the drive against anti-corruption, against corruption?
My brother, I want to tell you that even in the primary election conducted in America, money will play a role. It's everything not about money, but able to give to delegates to transport them from their destination to the venue of the primary will be money.
But the kind of money we heard of is apparently more than transportation money. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of naira. To travel from one part of Ondo State to the other should not be at that high.
My brother, I can tell you that money did not play major role in this party primary. We are aware of the fact that before the conduct of the primary, there are crises. There are a lot of prayer that there must be party primary. People don't want endorsement. All what we want is level playing ground for party primary. They were determined to choose their candidate because they know whom they want. And I can tell you that whom they want has emerged. At the presidential election, dollars play rules. That people in Nigeria choose whom they want, not who spend dollars. That is the situation. Money does everything. The people are determined to choose their candidate so that they can win the general election without any situation that they have the candidate that are imposed on them. They choose their candidate. Candidates were not imposed. So we can see ourselves in those things that we choose our candidates. Candidates are not imposed. Candidates are not endorsed. And that nobody, the PDP will not say candidates were imposed or not. And that the candidates we are imposed or not will be controlled by God soldier. No, we choose our candidate. The candidate that is found in the post on those things better. The candidate that is in position on those things, not the candidate that will be loyal to a particular leader.
Okay, but then in moving forward now, looking ahead to the proper election itself in November, with the situation, one of your main contenders, Jivolu Shalaoke, is not happy with the results of the primary. If reports going out after the primary is to be believed that the candidate of Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win, and as such his camp is not happy also, do you think that you can win this election come November with a fragmented house like this?
My brother, in the presidential and national assembly elections, people who have not joined this party, we have 2 senators out of 3, 5 House of Reps members out of 4. Chief Olùsọ̀nà have joined this party to act value. There's no doubt in that. We will appeal to him to accept this defeat in spirit of partnership. And let me tell you this. Chief Olùsọ̀nà has made it clear in pages of newspaper and press conference that we accept the aspect of the party, aspect of the primary, and that he's not going to leave the party. He's a man of his word. He's an ancestor. I can provide for you that he will keep to his word.
But then,
Tinubu is our leader. He made it clear before the primary that he doesn't have a successful candidate. So that's our position. That the candidate of the party is his candidate.
But looking at reports, I'm sorry to cut in here. Looking at reports coming in, in the media, we understand that some leaders of the party who are also not happy with this development are beginning to take some steps that may not actually augur well for the party. Talking about resignation. One of them, Mr. Gboyega Adedikwe, who is said to be the Ondo Central Senatorial Chairman of the party, resigned his position yesterday, and media reports are also saying that even the chairman of the party, Mr. Isaac Kekemeke, is also not happy with this result and has removed some of his personal effects from party secretariat. How true is this, and how will this affect the party in the party?
The two of them are guilty by their conscience. The two of them, so we can't consider the two of them that they are supporting a particular candidate.
Oh my! We seem to be having issues with the line over to Mr. Ogunle. I think we need to get back to him to reconnect again. We're asking him about these leaders' reaction by some leaders of the party, and we see what he makes of that. It was about saying something, about it when the line went really bad, saying that the leaders who are resigning or who are not happy with the situation are guilty of their conscience. Let's see what happens now. We're trying to reconnect to Mr. Saka Yusuf Ogunle, who is joining us live on the line from Akure, the Ondo State capital, looking at the fallout, the aftermath of the Ondo APC primaries right there, which was won by Mr. Rotimi Akere Dolu. And, the second runner, the first runner up, the man who came second, Mr. Olusegun Abrahams, who is said to be the favorite of Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has actually congratulated the winner, but then Mr. Lushola said no. Well, thank you for joining us once again. The line went bad at that point in time, but then you were talking, I was asking you about Mr. Adedipe, Mr. Isaac Kekemeke, who apparently are not happy. Mr. Adedipe has gone ahead to resign. Mr. Kekemeke was said to have removed some of his personal effects. In fact, we made attempts to also bring him on the program today, but then he said to have removed some of his personal effects from the secretariat. How would these augur well for the party?
My brother, can you please ask Adedipe why he resigned?
He said he's not happy. He said he's not happy with the conduct of the primary.
He's subject to classification because he has been removed as chairman of the party by 2/3 of the executive before now. You are aware. It's on the pages of this paper. It's subject to court litigation. That the executive have passed vote of no confidence in Kekemeke. They don't like his leadership time. And it's subject to court litigation. If he's removing his contract now, you don't like for him to resign honorably so that the party can move forward and reposition the party.
But,
my brother were from the same town. Why is he resigning? He did not complain. At the recreation level, we are together here. We come from the same town. He did not complain at the process of country. I want to tell you this. Dear Kekemeke, the state chairman of the party, his PA, served as agent of Sheikh Abraham. Man to be his PA. If he is the PA of a chairman of a party, serve as agent of a particular candidate, what do you want? How do you want to relate that one? Is biased and the candidate lost and lost. So that is the truth. Ask him. Man to me, his PA was candidate of, was the agent of Sheikh Abraham at that election. And he signed as agent of Sheikh Abraham. So why is he removing his portrait? Why is the leader of the party involving himself to be the DG of a particular candidate? The party will continue to work strong and move forward. That is the situation for now.
Okay. Well, then, are you aware, sir, that the PDP camp is jubilating that Aketi, Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu, emerged as the candidate of the APC? They are saying Aketi is our customer. The November election is a done deal. We have won already.
When we get to the bridge, we cross it. I want to tell you that the election is a walking over. It's going to be a walkover. PDP has lost focus in those states. The house doesn't even in order. Mimiko has not done anything. He has not performed. The people of those states will reject him and reject his candidate. He reported his own candidate too. They have two candidates. We don't know who will be the candidate of PDP, but we are ready for them. I can tell you that by November 26th, APC will win and win hands down. No cause for land.
But don't you think that the fact that Akeredolu has faced these opponents before and he lost could also play a role again in the election come November? This is apparently why the PDP are happy and saying that we're going to carry the day again.
The president, Muhammadu Buhari, once lost an election to Jonathan, and he came back to defeat the same Jonathan. That's the irony of life for you, my brother. We are prepared. We have all it takes to defeat Mimiko and his agents. This time around, what Mimiko did the last time, by injecting names into the electoral process, will not happen. I can assure you that.
Well,
we have known the trick of Mimiko, and we are ready for him.
Okay. Just before we ask you to take a breather, sir, the last time you spoke to us, you said you are the acting chairman of the PDP in Ondo State. That Mr. Isaac Kekemeke has been removed by the ESCO of the party, but as of today, can you tell us who really is the chairman of the APC in Ondo State?
When I was made acting chairman of the party by the Congress, the state executive of the party came in the unanimous decision, unanimous decision that they don't want me and they don't want Kekemeke. They now appointed the deputy chairman, as the chairman of the party. I think that is the position for now.
What did you say is the chairman, engineer?
Ade Adetimehin is the acting chairman of the party for now. Except the 2/3 majority decision part of the Kemeke is reversed. And if that is not done, he stands removed as the chairman of the party. He's there. And he has not been removed. He has not been reversed.
But that,
if he has not been reversed, the Kemeke is aware.
Well, do you see the national leadership of the party acceding to the appeal by Mr. Olushola Oke? And maybe some of the other disgruntled, aspirants in the primary are calling for a cancellation of this primary and calling for another one. Do you see that happening?
My brother, election has been conducted free and fair. 24 of them participated, and one of them is complaining. And I think it's the minority view. And in democracy, majority will have their way, minority will always complain. We will appeal to the political office to remain calm and let us work together. Tomorrow is another day for him. He has won the election before. If you see that election now, it's not a crime. He joined this party, SPC, after the presidential election. I would not say that people he met on ground are not a good player. They should be a team player. That's how we are going to appeal to him.
But then let's look at the geopolitics of your state. Rotimi Akeredolu is from the Owo side of the state, and Rotimi Jagede is from the Akure, area of your state. Won't these also play a role in the long term as per the outcome of the election? Some people are saying that some of these geopolitics also play a role in the election outcome.
We have the traditional way of speaking election to become our governor. First time Akure from Akure town, just like Jagede. Akure and Ondo town, we are the same central district. People come from Ondo town and spent 8 years. And picking somebody from Akure to be the governor, to be a great injustice for that central district in Ondo State. I think we have our tradition. It's the turn of the northern central district, not for the central. People have spent 8 years in the central.
All right.
That is tradition.
Okay. Well, we'd like you to stay with us for a few more moments, because we're trying to bring in Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye, who is the spokesman of the Olushola Oke group now, to hear their own side of the story, and we'd like you to respond to what he would like to say. We'd just like you to hold on for some minutes with us on the line. I've been speaking with Mr. Saka Yusuf Ogunleye, a member of the Ondo State Executive Council of the APC, he's the chieftain of the party, and has been speaking on the outcome, the aftermath of the primaries. Now, we're trying to connect to Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye also, but then we should open the lines for you to be part while we try and reconnect, to connect to Mr. Ogunleye. We still have Mr. Saka Ogunleye with us also on the line, live on the line from Akure. Let's open the lines for you right now for you to begin to join us, and let's have your own contributions and views on this edition of the program while we wait also for Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye.
You can now join the conversation by calling 0703-175-9177, 0703-175-9177, and 0902-427-3808. You can equally make use of our social media platforms. For WhatsApp, 0703-175-9173, 0703-175-9173. Tweet at us at Rave917FM, and Facebook is Rave917FM. Do remember to turn down the volume on your radio set or move away from it. And please, let's keep our comments civil. Thank you.
Thank you very much for staying with us right here on Frank Talk on Rave 91.7 FM. Let's take our first call. We have Mr. Saka Yusuf Ogunleye still with us. We're still waiting to connect to Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. My name is Tunde, and I'm calling from Oshogo.
Tunde from Oshogo. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Yes. The last time I understand you bringing Mr. Saka Yusuf, he said he was acting. And one of the things that I quite remember was that in Ondo State, they do not want an imposed candidate. just like it happened last time. He claimed that Rotimi Akeredolu was imposed on them. So I'm even surprised that the same Mr. Sakana is talking about this same Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu. Really, in this part of the world, I don't understand politicians, the way they play that game. The next minute they are somewhere else complaining about somebody, the next moment they are still supporting the same candidate, probably because they have some kind of interest in it. So the truth of the matter is that whatever happens in Ondo State is always the same thing. What goes around comes around. That's my contribution this morning. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning. You need to turn down the volume of your radio set, please.
Turn it down. Hello, good morning.
I can still hear myself in the background.
W.
Okay, Mr. Ayodoblo, thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Yeah, I just want to say this, sir. People should learn to accept defeat. The spirit of sportsmanship should be in play in every game of politics. Once you are defeated, you should accept defeat. Chief Olanipekun should play politics with the spirit of sportsmanship. I learned that he was the first that congratulated Chief Rotimi Akeredolu when he won the election on that very day of traveling. So he should accept defeat. He has said it that he is not going back to PDP, that he will work for...
Hey, Mr. Doblo, Doblo, please do call back. I think it was Mr. Shego Abrahams who congratulated Mr. Akeredolu there. This other message, before we return to Mr. Sakao Kunle, who is live on the line with us from Akure. It's from Tony Adeyemi from SRK. So good morning, Mr. Femi. Ganging up is part of politics. Conspiracy is part of politics. Pardon of candidates, this is part of politics. If they play any of these against the leader of the party and are successful, they are winner. It is no more business as usual for a leader to impose a candidate on Nigerians again. If they do, they will fail in national elections. Tony Adeyemi from SRK. Another call coming in here. Hello, good morning. Hello? Well, that drop. Please do call back. Let's take the next call here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Shola Osho from Ushogbo.
Shola Osho from Ushogbo. Thank you for joining us.
We need to appreciate Almighty God that the endorsement of Tinubu doesn't come to place. Nigeria today, we don't need any godfatherism in our politics. Tinubu should stay in Lagos and maintain his stand in Lagos. What is business in Ondo State? I want to appeal to Abraham Aoke to congratulate the winner. That cannot we deal with Ondo State people. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Shola Osho. Let's see the next message we have here. Reads APC should put their house in order. So, about what's played out in Ondo State is democracy at work. Isaac from Oshogbo. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Comrade Femi Abi.
Comrade Femi Abi. Thank you for joining. Where are you calling from, sir?
From Malaysia.
All right, sir.
Let us firstly thank God for this. So the success of that election in Ondo State is going to serve as a great lesson for other states that the era of Godfatherism is over in this country. And there's need for everybody to learn and to learn greatly from that outcome of that election. We thank God for the peaceful election and that the people there should now continue to work for the general election and see what God will do again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Femi Abe from Malaysia. Let's see one more call, then we'll return to Mr. Saka Yusuf. We're still trying seriously, really, to get across to Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu, who is the spokesman of the Olushola group. If the people have made their choice, that is democracy. That's the message from Michael from Ejigbo. If the people have made their choice, that's democracy. That's Michael from Ejigbo. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning. This is Colonel Olabode Emmanuel from Oshogbo.
Mr. Olabode Emmanuel, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. The last time the acting chairman came on board, I said something that someone should not be seated in Goodilon telling us what we will do here. I think it's high time we embrace this political independence and let Shola appreciate what God has done for him. Let him embrace Akiti and let's see what God will do through Akiti in Ondo State. I think this is the best form of politics, and I appreciate the people of Ondo for not letting them be used and with the wand, this magic wand from the Lagos man up there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, Comrade Olabode Emmanuel. Another call here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Oshobo. I'm Adedeji. I just want to thank God for what happened in the Ondo state. And, the Ondo people will not just take any nonsense. The problem we are facing in a state like Osun today is due to the efforts of people here to satisfy their masters in body law. And as long as that enterprise, because it is a league of enterprise now, extending business empires, extending business empire everywhere. So the people of Ondo, they've rejected that. It is only here in Osho that anything goes.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Adedeji. Thank you for joining us. Well, we now have Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye joining us live on the line. Also from Akure is the spokesman of the Olushola OK Group. Thank you very much for joining us on Franklin this morning on Rave 91.7 FM. Good morning, sir. Well, your camp is not happy with the outcome of the results. What really is wrong? What are you not happy about with the outcome of the primary? Okay, you're on. Go ahead, please.
Okay. It's not about being happy with the outcome of the election. I mean, the primary election. It's about the process. Let me just put it on record that if we had won the race, I would have expected any sane and sound mind that is in race to raise the observations that we are raising now, because it will deepen democracy and prevent such in any other state where APC will be holding their party primary in future. The issue is this. There have been serious allegations and counter-allegations on the issue of a delegate list, right from the time the aspirant led meetings with the presidency in Abuja. Immediately after that meeting, official list of delegates were handed over to the aspirant. So when they got back to Ondo State, they checked, they discovered that, and they alleged that the delegate list were seriously mutilated, were seriously added. They were sort of names hooked into that delegate list that ordinarily shouldn't have been there according to the allegation from the aspirant. So some were omitted, some were completely blotted out, some were removed and new names planted in there. So it was agreed that a petition would be written against protesting against the manipulation. So all aspirants from different groups wrote petitions and their observations with national secretariat, and they said they're going to look at it. So it was revised and another list was released to them. So we're working on the basis of the revised and corrected version of the delegate list. Not until Friday, 2nd September 2016, the Friday preceding the start of when the primary election was actually held, that another list was given to delegate list, to the aspirants. And this time it was released 10:30 or 11 o'clock thereabout. It was released to them. So they said, why did nothing change and why are you informing us at this late hour? How do you want us to get to this new delegates that you have brought in now into this delegate list? So they protested and they said that, okay, don't worry, we're going to use the vote list. It was agreed, that was what they told them. Only to find out the following morning that the new list that was given to them 10:30 p.m. on Friday was the one actually used.
Well, Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye, if I'm coming here, we also spoke earlier today, and he's still with us though. A member of the ESCO of the APC in Ondo State, Mr. Saka Yusuf Ogunleye, who was also a chieftain of your party, he said, well, there is nothing like that. That you don't expect your principal, who came in from the PDP, to have the same kind of influence as Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu as in the party, which led him to winning. That there is nothing of such like the padded list that you're talking about here.
No, we don't have issues with by Sarutini Akeredolu APN. Respected person, a respected aspirant, a leader in our party. We don't have issues with him. Not about him at all. It is not about him. We are not saying we have issues with him. We are very clear in this. What we are saying is that the process of the primary, and that is even talking about the daily.
But he won. Barrister Akeredolu won. If you don't have issues with him, then I think one would expect that your camp also will just declare your support for him.
No, what we are saying, listen, what we are saying is this. No matter what, a very sane mind and a Democrat must be ready to speak the abandoned truth at all times, because loyalty starts from telling the truth. Wherever I am, I say it the way it is. It is about we making our observation known to the big committee and the party that these and these are what transpired and what happened during the primary election. It is an in-house thing to family affairs. It is not that we are duty bound to keep quiet when we see anything that ordinarily should have generated our response or our comment. That is not the way a Democrat is being trained. It is not, like I said, it's not about Sarutini Akeredolu. We are not dragging into this issue. We are not saying he has done this, he has done that. No, he has no fault that, all of this. He didn't prepare delegate list. He was not the one that brought the election committee members. So if we have issue with the delegate list and the election committee members on how they conduct the election, and how the election was conducted and the process, I think we should channel our petition and grievances to those, to the quarters that appropriately should have get it. So it is not about him, please. Let's get it clear.
Okay. But then, just to ask again, your camp made an interesting, statement saying that about 80% of those who cast their votes for Olusegun Abraham came from the Olusalaoke camp. How did you get to confirm that? Was it scientific? How did you know that?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I've spoken with the correspondent of the 2 or 3 newspaper when I read that thing online. I spoke with our DG, Otumba Bola Fisayo, who actually had a press, a kind of interaction with some of the correspondents of the newspaper here in Accra. He did have interaction with them, in all honesty. That is his own personal calculation. He thought he was discussing with them from his own personal view when he was trying to justify a point that is raised, which of course was personal. Nobody can immediately say this is the number of people that came from this camp to vote for that camp. I think he's from Ondo town, from Ondo West to be precise, where some of the delegates names were removed, and the new one put into the new delegate that was handed over to the aspirants on Friday. So I think he was using his judgment of being an Ondo person and what he estimatedly arrived at to give that kind of personal opinion. You understand? So I think that is the issue. That is the way it is.
Okay, so what's the next step now for Chief Olusalaoke in all of these? What is he doing next?
Yeah, what he's doing with it, I can tell you pointedly, one is a strong party man that understands party discipline and that understands relationship in politics. He's been contesting elections, and this won't be the last. I got to hear his life, I got to hear my life. All of us, once this stage is over, we are ready to work for our party. He is not contemplating it, leaving the party now as suggestfully put in the public space is not the issue.
You are saying it's not contemplating a return to the PDP?
No. It's a serious-minded politician. No, that's one. He's a serious-minded politician. We are serious people. We don't depend on politics for our survival for our living. So there's no destination here. There's no destination, and that will not be one. What we are saying in essence is that once this stage is over, of course we want to work seriously for our party. But the party must address this issue. The election committee must address this issue. They must speak to it. If the man saying the truth, his observations genuine,
or are they just the politics or the normal political rankings from the politicians around? Or is the allegation coming from a very clean mind, from a very objective and sincere observation? Does he have to prove all of this? These are the issues. They are the issues that must be dealt with. It is not that we are out to the, we have not spoken against the person that wants the primary. We have not said anything about it. And there has never been anywhere where sickness is seen and his personality is disparaged or is being talked about. We don't do that. We don't engage in personality attack. We don't engage in mocking. We don't even fight to be pedal women. We don't do it. What I'm telling you now, those who know me, ask from Honorable Zakari do. I say what I mean, and I say what I know. I don't say what things to pass. What is on the table does not even include somebody leaving the party or somebody going to do. Why must he go to PDP? Why? That is the question.
Okay, so I mean, just to confirm, sir, have you filed an appeal against this primary?
The campaign organization is asking that. The campaign organization is asking that.
Okay. Okay. Well, in the event, sir, in the event that this issue is resolved in favor of the status quo, that the primaries remain as conducted, will Chief Olushola Oke be willing to support Chief Akeredolu going into the November election proper?
Chief Olushola will be willing to support the party. He's a party man, like I've told you. Check it this way. Yes, when you can mention 25 party that has gone from PDP to Labour Party to this is the first time in politics. So it's not like every other person that is not consistent, that you cannot trace consistency to their politics. So he's not contemplating of that. What is before him now as a legal practitioner, a court lawyer, is to see to it that this thing is dead. If it is dead, and the party is solved, then that will go back to the board and take appropriate decision. But he is a party man, I can tell you.
Okay, well, thank you very much, sir. Let's return. I would like you to hold on for some few more minutes. Now, I want to return to Mr. Sakai Yusuf now, who's been waiting with us patiently, live on the line, also from Akure, the Ondo State capital. Thank you very much, sir, for staying with us, Mr. Sakai Yusuf. You heard what Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye said there. Let me get your reaction. He said that they are not particularly against the candidature of Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu, but they are not satisfied with the process. And as Democrats, they need to raise the concerns about what transpired at the primary.
The both candidates who are members of the group have fought against that imposition. And it's one of the people that made me the active chairman of the party. Unfortunately, like I said, their process to put the delegates in place before they came to the party. And when they were given this list, they asked them to go home and take a look at it. And I think when they came back, there's a slight problem with the list of Ondo West. An adjustment was made and was given back to the Senate.
When was the adjustment made, sir?
The list was given to them, I think it was on Wednesday.
But he said that the adjustment made, the changes made to the list was done very late on Friday, September the 2nd, around 11 o'clock, he said. I didn't get that if it's 11 p.m. or 11 a.m.
That is not the truth. And the list adjustments are made that names of delegates that voted during the primary House of Assembly, President and National Assembly elections, some of them are omitted. And those people are statutory delegates that was the party. But it's also okay. With due respect to him, he's not aware because he came to this party after this election. And those delegates were returned back to the list. That for just one local government. And I think with these few amendments, could not have changed his history. And I want to say that the national leadership of our party will handle this the people involved. Are they delegates? Are they ESCO? Do they vote during the primary of House of Assembly and National Assembly elections? If yes, they have right to vote during the governorship elections.
Okay.
They are not injected. It's not an injected name.
Femi. Okay. All right. Well, let me ask Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye now. Thank you for staying with us also too, sir. He said that the delegates were those who participated in the previous primaries for the National Assembly and the presidential, and that your candidate, Chief Olushola came after the presidential election, last year into the party. Mr. Saka Ogunleye, please, I'd like you to hold on for a moment, please, sir, to get the reaction of Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye to that, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye.
Can I go ahead?
Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you. One serious issue they are touching on the process of election and democracy at large is on the table. I think we should move away from petty politics and red herring. As far as I'm bothered, either it came after the echo of the primary or which is not the issue. The issue is immediately we came to the party, we had the list of the delegates that participated in the last primary election of the party, as of Assembly, as of Reps, and the Senate or presidential election at Kidney. And that list was used by us to detect or discover the delegate band members of the party who are constitutionally elected from the Congress of the party. Then we're working with those delegates. If we don't have, we don't know that, how have we been talking or controlling the delegates in the last 1.5 years that we have been members of the party? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but he said the adjustments that you're talking about that came late was done on Wednesday. He said it's Saturday.
No, that wouldn't have been true. I told you, the first delegate that was released on Monday, Monday, I can't get the date now, Monday preceding the Saturday 27th that the election ought to have been held before it was changed to August 27th, before it was changed to September 3rd. So that Monday they had a meeting with the presidency. That was the day the delegate list was handed over to them. So they came home, they discovered that there are so many manipulations, typographical errors, so many things happened to that delegate list. We wrote, contacted the National Secretary, which I think it took 2 weeks, and some other appearance too. So that thing was corrected, and a version of it was brought on Wednesday. Then there was another adjustment, like you said, we call it little adjustment. We call it minor adjustment. That he has found that is not enough to change the outcome of the election. In his response a few minutes ago, there was another adjustment, according to him, that was made, and that one was made known on Friday night. That is the truth. Honorable Zaka, Yusuf knows me. I don't say what I don't know, and I don't peddle lies. I'm not one of the people that will peddle cheap lies in politics. I don't do it because desperation has never been in my politics, and it cannot come to do it. If left for me as a person, I would say, okay, why don't we just look at these minor stuff and let's get ahead.
All right. Just before we let you go, sir, and then we'll bring Mr. Saka Yusuf back on the line to respond here. In moving forward, with all of these issues that your camp especially is raising, do you see the APC winning the election come November against the PDP?
Am I still on?
Yes, you are still on.
Yes, APC is a movement on the side of the people in Ondo State. The people are tired of the oath of the present government of Dr. Lava Mimiko, led administration in Ondo State. The government is at the jugular of the economic life of the people, and they are desperately searching for a platform that will set them free from the fist of the present administration.
Right.
They are tired and they are suffocating.
Okay, thank you very much.
Of that, I think the people of Ondo State would go with the progressive.
Right.
But let me sound this note of warning. Every political party that wants to win an election would put all interests on the table, not economic in the reasons of it. Political interest, geographical interest, the interest of the members of the party, interest of the public, and work along that line so that there could be unified front that will go and prosecute the election, and the election will be a free one on the side of the people. So this is my opinion.
Okay, well, so, do you think Aketi, Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu is formidable enough to defeat Eyitayo Jegede?
That is from my own opinion, I guess. Yes. Two things win election in Nigeria, which I've seen, especially in Ondo State. One, the personality of the candidate. Two, the unity of his platform. Those two elements are very key.
Do you honestly think that Aketi has that personality to defeat? Because you must have heard reports that the PDP are said to be jubilating that Aketi is their customer.
Well, we are all politicians. The PDP can come out with any slogan they want, customer that or what have you. That is their opinion. It is left our party to put our house in order and go to that election and transfer.
You've actually not answered my question, sir. I'm saying if you think Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu is formidable enough to defeat Mr. Eyitayo Jegede.
And what I'm saying is, it is the party and the candidate that will be formidable enough to defeat to win our election. So when we resolve this issue, and we come out as one, why not?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Well, quickly now, Mr. Saka Yusuf, thank you for waiting with us patiently. Just your, final remarks before we leave on the program here today.
Myself?
Mr. Saka Yusuf Ogunleye this time, sir.
All right.
Yusuf?
My brother.
Okay, sir, your final remarks before we leave the program today, yes, sir.
Just like I've said earlier on, people say, okay, agenda statement, we don't have problem or issue with him at the party level. However, we want you to see this party primary in the spirit of partnership. We owe you a hierarchy, and we are repeat again that the party is free, they are credible. Even when you watch the country on telecast, she wants to embrace the winner of the election. And I want to assure you that the party will put our house in order and all of us work together as one family.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you sincerely for joining us on the program today. Frank Talk on Rave 91.7 FM. Honorable Saka Yusuf Ogunleye, a member of the APC as co-chieftain of the party, and also another chieftain of the party, Mr. Rotimi Ogunleye, who is the spokesman of the Olusha group. Thank you very much for joining us, SARS, on the program this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, listener, we appreciate you too for being a part of our world right here on Rave 91.7 FM on Frank Talk. We're back here tomorrow for another interesting edition of the program. On behalf of my team and the executive producer, Femi Adefila, my name is Femi Olanipekun, asking you to have a great Tuesday.